All right, this is a warm-up scribble, and to warm up, I want you to look at this and see if you see something in it, that you can make a drawing out of this without disturbing these lines that you've scribbled, and look at it different ways. This is going to be a good exercise for you to do, and for me, because this helps me a lot. Okay, all right, so I picked this. I don't know what you're going to pick, but I picked this. So I'm going to start with what first catches my eye, which is this curve here for some reason, and I can add more curves, but I can't erase anything. There's no erasing involved. So I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to shade it in. I'm going to use my imagination. I don't have to be correct. I don't have to do any erasing. I just follow what my imagination takes me, where it goes. I don't know, wherever yours goes. To loosen up your little imagination or your big imagination. And I see a nose right here. And I'm going to add this line, and I'm going to put some teeth here. You see how I'm not even thinking, I'm just doing because it's what I see. And then I'm going to add this neck. Then I'm going to put this here as the glasses. So that really says these are glasses. So here's his nose. Then I'm going to kind of shade underneath the glasses to show that it's kind of sitting in his nose. Sitting on top of his nose, I mean. And then this mouth has to go back so that it looks like his teeth are back, are in here too. And then I can shade in here. Now if I want things to go, excuse me, if I want things to go pop out, you're going to have to shade underneath the line so that it makes this pop out. So shading is very important. The kind of pencil you use is up to you. The pencil is just an extension of how you want things to feel and look when it's done, and that's your choice to pick out the right kind of pencil. It can be any kind of pencil, hard lead, anything. Anything that will get you the results you're looking for. Now, I could add a line over here. And put an ear. And shade in here. I could shade underneath the lip because the lip is inside the mouth. And to make it look that way, excuse me, you just kind of give it some 2 to 3 dimensional thing by using value changes. And when I say value changes, this is one value, this is another, this is another, This is the lightest, and then you have your white. Value changes is what makes something turn around or look three-dimensional or lifelike. The more values you have here, the more lifelike it's going to look. But this is a cartoon face, so that I can just show you how you can create out of a scribble. This was not pre-planned. I just dove in, scribbled something, and worked on it. Now, because this line is kind of thick, I could make a lady out of this, because the lips are screaming to me that this could be a lady with dark glasses. And the lip could come out here. See, this is where my imagination is taking me. And this, of course, would be whatever I want here. If I want all this to be hair, I just leave it alone. If I want her to have some kind of a forehead, I do this. That way I can add eyebrows. Or eyes peeking over the glasses. And then put the eyebrows up here. There's no rules with this. This is just being creative. This is why you like to draw, because you want to see what you can come up with. So there's no restriction here. Fancy earring, both sides. Put lashes here if you want. But this is what I see. And that came from a scribble. Let's try another one. Let's say we just want to do, you should put circles, lines, straight lines in the scribble so that you can really see something. I mean, it can't be just a simple little line or two. It has to be a scribble. Okay, so I'm turning this all around, and do you see what you could make out of this? Is there a picture inside this scribble? Can you create something here? You don't have to use all the lines. You can even like make this a little turtle over here or something, just sitting in a bunch of lines. You have to be able to see something in this to be able to draw something. And until you can, I wouldn't start a real drawing because you're not warmed up enough. You should be able to see a picture in this. And when you do, then you know you're mentally right, you're mentally tuned in to your brain to do this. Start without making so many mistakes. This keeps you from making a lot of mistakes and a lot of erasing, because you'll see what you want to get done in your mind. Now, I'm going to start this. I see something here. And I'm going to put a circle here. And I'm going to put a circle here. And now you already know what that is, right? 2 eyeballs. So I'm using this line, this line, this line, and I'm going to put a line here to make this look like the eyelid. And then I'm going to put an eyebrow here. Another one over here. These are lines I am adding. The more you can add is better, because then you're thinking and you're getting to the creative stage and you're getting your warm-up in place. So now I have this little character, which I'm going to make silly. I'm going to use this as a nose. I'm going to use him as pouting, so his lower lip is close to his nose. And once again, this is the eyelid. You can shade over a line. You can shade over a line very easily. No problem. And don't scribble in. Just make it all go in one direction. And if you want it darker, then go in another direction. You can move your paper around. It doesn't have to be stationary. So then I'm going to add this little butt to the top of the nose there. I'm adding a line now. Remember, I'm adding a line. I'm not erasing any line. I could unuse lines. So now, you see what I see? So this is what I want you to accomplish in a scribble. I want you to use copy paper and just a pencil, any kind of pencil you want. You can even use a colored pencil if you want. And just loosely, don't think about it. Don't even think about it. Just scribble like you would when you were in kindergarten. You know how you used to do scribbly stuff? Okay, and then make something out of this. Not this particular one, the one you do. And all you need is, like I said before, a copy paper and a pencil. That's it. You do a couple of these, and you'll find, even if you did something that simple, you could make something out of this. Look at it. What could you make out of just that? It doesn't even have to have connecting lines, because you can add that connected line. That's where the creativity comes in. That's what you need to warm up to before you start maybe a drawing of a dog or cat or house or a bunch of flowers. You're seeing what you're seeing. You're not guessing at what's there. You're actually teaching yourself to see all this, because that's what's going to get you to how you're going to develop it. So it's forcing you to see everything, because you're trying to figure out, okay, trying to figure out, what can I do with this? And if you're really stuck and you don't know what you're going to make out of something, you can always make the scribble hair and put a face on the bottom. This is when you're stuck. And it's always bad to feel stuck. But this unsticks you. These things like this unstick you. These are lines I am adding. And now I've actually taught you how to shade underneath this chin. So this exercise today is shading, creating, and loosening up. This is a drawing skill. Loosening up. Learning how to blend. Learn those values. Dark, lighter. So that if I asked you to draw something, and I asked you to put 5 different values of shades, this is what I'm talking about. You notice here how uptight I was here, the first one, and then I got looser. See, I'm already warmed up. So if you were going to start a painting or a drawing, just no warm up, it would look stiff until you kind of loosened up and warmed up your muscles and your hand and your fingers. Okay, that's going to be the class for today. Just try it and enjoy it. Have fun. That's what it's all about. Have fun.